Welcome to our Create With Us show. Look
Hello.
at these simple cards we're doing today. We're actually doing a twist. We are making this lovely card. We're making one out of each of the brand new papers. So it'll be really fun. So we'll have fun. And this is such a great design to use. So we'll talk about that later. It is a gorgeous day. It has got to be in the 50s here in Minnesota. So we are going to go have a bite outside to eat after this. So we're not showing cards today because we've got mail, but we're going to show cards from you guys, our happy mail, this Monday night over chatting over cards.
A happy meal?
Yes, all of our happy mail. So that'll be fun. So we can get through this and we can all go enjoy the day. But thank
Karen,
you.
Happy meal, you said.
Did I say? Oh, did I say happy
I
meal?
don't think so.
Oh,
I don't know. It sounded like
so. I just got home. I had my mom's care conference, and she's 99, still doing well. It's pretty amazing.
And I just got up.
And Tim just got up. I came home, woke him up and said, oh, we're running late. So here we are. So it's kind of amazing. I think I got them all done, but we'll see. But first we have just a couple of announcements.
Can I pass on complicated cards?
Yes. You want to just watch today
watch.
And put in your 2 cents if you have it?
Yes.
Tim also has a cold, so he has an excuse to be sleeping.
Always got 2 cents.
So this is a stamp set we're giving away from last week, and it is going to Terry Libiota. Terry, just message me your address and I will pop that in the mail. And I decided let's do one more, a Christmas one. This is one of my favorite ones. I found I had one extra of these, Christmas in the Making. I love the vintage looks. This reminds me of the old paper dolls. Now the Betsy McCall, doesn't it? It just has that really fun look. So all I need to do is say your name. So share, comment, whatever. And you know that this month is my month of gifts. These are my gifts for customer orders. They each have 4 cards. I'm whipping right through this. Tuesday is the next All Good Cards Club, and you can just join for 1 month, but we are doing all kinds of coloring, and this is not your typical coloring. We're looking at a lot of different speedy ways of coloring. You can use any markers you have. I will be using both the Stampin' Up! Blends and the Stampin' Right markers. So it doesn't matter for what we're doing. You can use whatever.
And she knows that if you just join for 1 month, you'll never quit.
Yeah, because you'll have fun. Do I have anything? Oh, and if you order gift cards from me, that my last thing is, it feels like it's December and there's a lot of announcements. If you order gift cards from me, I had one that actually, they actually come packaged nicely and you get free shipping with them. So you can even get them for yourself. Let me know if you have any questions. And this is the host code, the last item of business before we get down to speedy stamping today. All right. Okay. Yeah. Paper dolls. I loved paper dolls. I have fond memories of paper dolls. None of my grandkids at all have been interested. It's interesting how things change. So what we're going to do today, this is the card that started it all. I got this card in a swap from Natalie Jonathas, and I put it aside because I just loved how simple it was, because I love simple cards, and I actually love looking at real cards and then taking the idea from there. So I kind of do that all the time. I keep an idea box. So first I was going to do all of these. I had started these. Isn't this fun? I just think these make great cards. And then I thought, instead of using all this paper that's kind of ending, why don't I do it this week and see if I can make one from each of the new papers. Ooh. So what is so great about this is anything works. And so if I were making a bunch of these, I would make a bunch of the backgrounds, and that's what I did today. Then I took out some word sets. So on these other ones we're working on, because I stamped the words. Then I lay out my word sets and did words. And then now for here, I have a whole bunch of different gems. A couple of them I'm going to put on, most of them I'm not, but that's what I would do as the finishing thing. So you can either work on one card beginning to end, or you can do what I do, kind of say, I'm going to do all of these. I picked out paper. Picked out all of these parts and then came back and did the other. So it's just very fun.
Is that Saturn?
Yep.
Is that the car that my mother used to drive? Then it went out of business?
That's right. Oh, I suppose it is, huh?
I don't know. I think it is.
But I think, and this deer paper, you are simply amazing. I just think, and the same with the space. I just think these are such a great card for any occasion. And I know that a lot of us make cards as part of our Christmas gifts. So that is perfect to do too. So first we're going to start with, oh, you know what? I'll go backwards. Let's start with the freebies, the celebration paper. Okay, so what I've done, mostly because I wanted to just show this here. So this is a great show to watch, to just sit back and watch all the new papers. Or if you brought paper, create along with me. It doesn't matter, but I think it's just going to be fun to see this whole variety. So here's our first card. Isn't this awesome? This is one I actually made, so I decided I'd make another one. So you can see I brought out then a bunch of these to use. This paper.
Now, is this paper already in circulation for everybody?
No, in January. So these are sneak peeks.
Okay.
Thank you, Tim. Good point. These are sneak peeks of what you can get. And it's also, you know, we have paper shares now that you can sign up for. And that is in the description too. And you can get them in 6x6s like this. We offer them several different ways. Now this is 12x12 paper, but I cut them into 6x6s just so I could show you all of the different patterns today. I think these are fabulous.
It's kind of interesting that I've been connected to this company for, 30 years, and
A long time now.
I'm still like a newbie.
Well, that's
Still don't know
awesome.
what's going on?
And this paper has 2 different sheets of all kinds of tools. And so you know what I do. That's what I wanted to show. I fussy cut a couple of pages just so I'd have things to work with. And these are my little feeder starter packets for cards.
And with
I
all
just
the
love
titles
them.
in the world, Tim the Tool Man is so appropriate for me.
Yes, because we do call Tim the Two Man. Ginger says Tim's 2 cents is very useful. Okay.
good.
Okay. Well, but I don't know if you want to tell him that or not. But yeah, I
Sure
love
we
it.
did.
Sure he did. Okay, so you're going to just watch me make a whole bunch of these cards. Each of these cards has a sheet of paper that is 2 3/4 by 5, and then another one, a coordinating thing that is 1 inch by 4 1/4. This happens to be the flip side. Usually I've used other side things. So this is how I'm going to put them together. I'm going to do that. And this, and this. I'm going to take it like this. I'm going to put that right where I want it. See, Tim, what you're getting out of?
Wow.
And then I'm going to lay that on my card. Whoops. I can tuck this under where I want it. That's probably an easier thing to do anyway. Whoop, but I want it a little straighter than that. It's harder to do straighter. But isn't that cool? So then...
You can pretend that I was making this one.
That's right. And then I'm going to pop these up. So I did all of these, found my little accents. Then I came back and laid out a whole bunch of different, you could use punches. I keep die cuts. I keep extra die cuts of everything I have too. So I brought out some assorted sizes of those. And then I just went to work playing to see what was going to work. So I have that You're the Most Awesome. And then this, I'm going to just put this on the other sides here. And let me see if I have
A crescent.
the
wrench.
mini ones. If I don't have the mini ones, I will cut. But I don't like to use my sharp scissors to cut.
Okay, Tim, why don't you go
Okay.
look in the other room?
Let's see. We're going to get that one. Oh, that'll work. And then I will cut one. I'm going to see if I have another scissors in
Here.
here. This is
Right-
no. By the
right
time. Oh, Tim's little scissors. Okay. I'm fussy about keeping some scissors nice.
Oh, don't
Are
use
you
that
guys?
scissors? That's so.
Okay, perfect. I cut a little one right there. Oh, Tim, you come in
I
handy.
got that from our neighbor's father.
Yes. So I'm going to put that in. And you can see by putting dimensionals where it's going to go here, then it'll lay flat across here. I'm going to have to put one more little one there, but I'll do that afterwards. Isn't that cool? Now, most of these, if I didn't already plan on gems, I'm not going to add gems just for the sake of time because I didn't have time to think it through. But okay, the measurements, we'll talk about the measurements as we go along. Here's another. So that paper, and do you see how this paper stands alone? There's also a set of stamps and dies that goes with this. This paper is amazing.
I
Here-
should mention, it's a shout out to George in case he watches us.
That's right. Here's another free paper. This is Sunny Clouds, free with a $50 order.
Ooh,
Look at these.
they're beautiful.
Now, a couple of the sets I have out don't have all 6 pages because I've used up some. Some of them do.
Whoa.
But aren't these gorgeous? And then these are the flip sides. The flip sides are often you know, a little more muted to use together. So another freebie. They've outdone themselves with this free thing. I just love. Okay, so where did this? I might. Okay, we're gonna visualize this one. Sometimes it's on the table here somewhere, but I have a total mess going on, so I don't have my little strip here, which is going to be Poppy Parade. So I'm going to leave a space so it can be tucked in. It'll be totally fine. I'm really okay, Tim. It's I will. Where did things disappear to? It'll show up probably when we get to the end of the pile.
How about that one? That's not it.
No, that's okay. The others are all taken for other things, so it's okay. This group is good at visualizing things because we do this all the time, right? And then I'm going to put this on. So I just fussy cut one of the flowers out of the paper for my little accent on this. So it's not cute. So this works alone too. So it really doesn't even matter, except I think that added little bit just really makes a difference. So we're going to put that right there. I'm going to have you just keep the finished cards here. A stack of them. Just a stack of the finished cards.
Okay.
Okay. You want to see another gorgeous, gorgeous paper? Look at this. This is Flight and Airy. Look at these birds.
Like Light and Airy?
Yep. We have another paper. It's called Light and Airy, and this one's Flight and Airy. So these are gorgeous. Gorgeous. Look at all the different cards we could make like this. So for this one, I chose this with Misty Moonlight accent. So in a lot of these, you're going to see some different choices, but you're going to see a lot of similar choices too, because we're into speed stamping. And so the accents are just kind of whatever popped into my mind.
Now, can this ever go horizontal instead of vertical?
Sure. I could go this way, put a thing here and change it.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
That'll work.
It would work. I'm going to start putting that down. I'm going to hold that, and then I'm going to flip this under here and see where I want that to be. I think that little strip just adds.
Sure does.
To the look of the paper. So then we're going to do this. Oh, this bird paper is, and see, I've got birds here. So I'm going to put this bird right here. And then, adding some gems will make a difference too. But isn't that cute? I think this is so fun. This
bird thinks that that's a bird feeder.
That's right. He's looking for something. Now I'm going to wait and get my little dimensionals and put one under there and one under the tail, just like the other. So this is another one that is going to need to be finished. Okay. But considering everything, we've done very well.
Okay, you don't want this in this collection?
We'll put it next to it.
Okay. Since
it needs some work. Oh, another free paper. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 free papers. And then that's not the stamp sets. Oh, look at this. This is Stippled Roses. And this also goes with Stippling Roses stamp set in the catalog. I love it when they do paper like this that you can get, and then it goes with something in the catalog, but you can keep getting more and more paper. You never run out of the paper. So this is what this looks like. And the flip side. And this is what our card is going to look like. I started putting this one together too. So now this would be very similar. You see how similar these are? But this is just so pretty. And this is Pebbled Path. And this time, so today is all about you. So a lot of these words are all from new sets too, but I didn't write down what they are. You'll see them in the catalog. It'll be a hunt for the words, so that'll be fun. But I love these dies. I think they're just really striking like this for words. So if I put these on, aren't all of these papers just gorgeous? And then we have this, and I'll put that somewhere. Let's see. This is Pebbled Path. And I'm just going to put it right on the end so it's a little flat there. But again, and I think this might be nice with some little scattered, we can always add. I was going to
bling.
Some bling. Yes, I think I'm gonna have to bling these up a little. Let me get back some of them. Be fun. And then the last one that is a free set is this, which has the one side is this gold foiling. Look how pretty that is. And then the flip side are all of these. So great Valentine's paper. So totally
Mm.
different looking papers. So on here,
But complimentary.
but very complimentary. I've taken some of the, I love this. This is from the main catalog, but I use this paper all the time. This distressed gold, it just is striking with everything. You'll see I've used it on some others too. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to attach that. Put this on. And then I'm doing just like before. I'm going to put...
Are people commenting?
Oh, Julie. Okay, well, I shouldn't have read that first. She's making cinnamon rolls while she watches. Oh, yum. Does that sound wonderful? And let's see. Okay, let's see what else we have in here. I'll try to watch the comments, but how pretty is this? And then I just fussy cut this out of one of these papers too. Okay. So same thing. And I'm going to put it on with glue dots. And because we have this one little one up there, I just want to make sure I get him on with a glue dot. So that's going to make sure I put a couple of those on.
4 to be exact.
And I'm going to, there. But isn't that pretty? And now this could have some gold dots around it to finish too. But you guys, these are all from just the free papers. So I think this is really cool. So you can be thinking about what you're going to put with your first order. So I thought, isn't that great? Now we'll go to the catalog, the new mini catalog. And the first one we will do.
Did you? Oh, no. I was going to say, did you cover up I love you?
No,
but it's just
says love you.
Love you.
Nope. Okay. Now this one, you know, that free paper is called Flight and Airy with the birds. Mm-hmm. This one is Light and Airy. Am I right? Maybe I'm right. I think that's what this one's called. No, lighter than. Oh, lighter than air. They're not the same. In my mind, I had them rhyming. So and I thought, I don't know, I'm going to keep them rhyming. Oh, you guys are talking about all the cookies you're making. Oh, how fun. How fun. Yeah, I think these are really, Carolyn, I agree. I love fast cards and they're so lovely. So look at these. So this goes, of course, with the hot air balloon set, but it also just goes alone. You can cut out a few hot air balloons, but also just this pastel-y paper is going to just be beautiful with everything.
You said that your mother was really excited about Christmas cookies and stuff like that today.
Yes, my sister and I went to the conference and she brought Mom some, some little cookies she made and Mom just loved it. So it's so fun. So we're not really bakers. And obviously I'm not. Tim is more of a cook than a baker. So we're not tending to be the ones to bring in the Christmas treats, but I sure love it when people do. But look how fun this is. So this, we're adding some fresh freesia right there. And then this is from that stamp set. It says, up, up and away, hooray, it's your birthday. So we'll put this on. And then this is going to go on like that. And I think, yeah, I can put these on the top. And I'm going to just use that and do a little one on the bottom. You know, Tim,
New Mexico and Arizona is seeing hot air balloons.
Yes. And I am sure that I'm sure that I have mini dimensionals on my table here somewhere, but I don't know where they are. So we're going to talk for just a minute here about embellishments. Do you see how these go with this? I just loved all these dots. So when you cut your embellishment packet, what you want to do is cut along the side like this. It's so much easier than tearing off that part. So you see, I can just slide this in and out. So perfect for adding some things. Let's see here. So let's add, I'm just going to add a couple. See,
so you got to cover up a dot or just put it?
Well, that's what I'm not sure. Maybe we don't want to do the dots. Okay, I don't have the right dot thing for that, so I'm going to just do that. I'm just going to put a couple on because I can. Okay.
Because I can.
Yeah, for no reason. We're just going to do scattered colors here. Okay. But I just think it's kind of fun because it all goes with that. And I know it's not the right end, but I don't have time to figure that one out. But isn't that fun?
It is.
So fun paper. Next we have Ginger makes baked things for all the, well, fits your name too, for cookie trays. And, you know, I think those are just perfect for
I love Ginger.
gifts. I love. Okay. Next we have the rock and roll paper, which is pretty cool. This is all the black and white and the old turntables. You can stay gone, Tim, if you've been excused for the rest of today. Yeah, you've been excused. I think go take care of yourself. So I had a cold and now he's got it. So in taking this again,
I found out that being dramatic was helpful.
It worked. Okay, it worked. He can go back to taking his nap, right? So here, I love these guitars, and this is one of the other papers. So I'm going to show a lot of the black on that one. And we'll put this on. And then for the words on this, this is right from the stamp set. Oh, and I'm reusing paper. How about that? I didn't even realize that. If it doesn't show through, we're all good. Okay, you're a rock star. And I think I'm going to add some more red around this one. But isn't that quick and simple? And just what a great card for a teen or something. So just very fun. Next, and I will wing it with the rest of it here because we're just moving right along. Next, we have the perennial lavender. Look at this gorgeous, gorgeous paper. You know, most of these are 12 by 12s, but as I mentioned, I just put them in 6 by 6s so I could just show you the papers. So on this one, I took this, and then I believe this is Blackberry Bliss. So first, I'm going to put these on. And I love getting new paper. Someone was saying yesterday that they always look at the papers first. So do I, because I love papers. You change your paper and your whole card changes. So what I wanted to do on this one, instead of the typical words, we also have these. And I haven't opened this. Look at this. This is a very cool. I am going to absolutely be using this. I'm going to open this because I thought this would be fun to use. So I thought this could be the grounding. So I'm not even going to put words on this one. I'll take this off and decide which butterfly. Well, here, I'll take one out here. Decide which. Oh, look at all these. Ooh, that's cool. So I'll pop a couple out and then we'll just look. Really, if I were making a stack of these, I'd use a whole bunch. And then, you know, I could fit in a little word here too. A tiny word would be fun. I actually like that one. Or do I want an even bigger one? Any thoughts here? Or we could even do that. See, at first I was looking at just the smaller ones, but actually these big ones work really well. Oh, so I have to decide. I just might do a big one and then not do words. But I am going to get my little dimensionals because I want this popped up. So you're going to see this afterwards. And then I think this one, see, we have some pretty gems. So I think I'll add some of this. So won't that be fun? This will be all, I'll be on my blog tomorrow or later tonight, whenever it gets done. So considering, you know, I got most of these done, I just didn't get them all completed. But this way we get to talk about just the whole process of designing, which is just very fun. Jean says a lavender DSP has her mom's name all over. It's her favorite color. Oh, how fun. Okay, next we have these cute little just kidding. So one side has kids, and then the other side has some other fun things. And there's a whole ton of variety here. So what I picked were these two. So I have Pretty Peacock and then this color. Oh, someone was asking about the measurements, and I thought I'd keep giving them all the time, but I forget. 2 3/4. So keep that in mind. 2 3/4, 2 3/4 by 5. That is it. And this is just 4 1/4, but you realize this piece wouldn't really matter. I cut it 1 inch wide, so I have room to stick it under, but that of course doesn't matter. This doesn't really either. It's really just your accent piece. So it's just a fun, let's see if I have it the way the card opens. It always works better that way. And then I cut out, this is one of my favorites, being cozy and reading with some popcorn. So I got that and I thought, what a fun card if you're giving a book or something to a child. And I thought, well, it needed to be grounded. So instead of on white, so I could do white and then some words, but I just took another of this piece of paper and decided this would be the little grounding. And then this guy can be popped up here. I think the reading just makes sense. You know, those butterflies, Diane says that's certainly going to be on her list. And those butterflies are going to make beautiful quick cards with all kinds of, a lot of the papers I've used would be pretty with that. So I just picked one. But isn't that fun? And then I'll add some gems here too. But that one's great. Next. Yep. So I think we all have that now. 2 3/4 by 5. Okay. So here's going to be our next one. This is in the catalog. This is the Bee Mine paper, and it's all these cute bees and cute little flowers. This honey is adorable. This, of course, has a stamp set and dies too. We are just using the paper. And I already attached this. I chose to use flowers, and then the red is the accent. And so then on my paper here, I will do the words. Do you like watching the same card being made over? I do, because it just kind of like, they all look different. I just find it just kind of amazing. So I think that is one of my favorite things to do. And then we're going to put the little, I'll put him on. And I thought for little accents here, we have these little, because he's holding a red heart. So let's see. I don't know if that'll make it too messy or not. See, I'm going to just slide this out. Let me. Well, I don't know. I will think about that. I was thinking about adding a couple more, but I don't know if it makes sense or not. What do you think? So again, another really fun and easy card. Okay, next we have a couple of elegant cards. Ooh, we're getting there. Let me find the end of this one. I put some of these elegant papers together because they're kind of are a little similar in making really classy cards. But when you want really classy cards, look at this gorgeous paper. I think this will be fun to cut out and do some things with too, because I'm happy to cut. So one side of these. Oh, it's interesting that there's just one, that color. It really stands out. And it looks like Pretty Peacock and Moody Mauve to me. And then the pretty backgrounds to be subtle. So I picked out of here this one. And then again, my favorite gold. So I will, my table is just getting full of stuff, as we all know. And then so I think the other thing that's fun about this, usually if I mass produce cards, I'm making them all the same. And this is just kind of fun because you could use your scraps and do all kinds of, a whole variety of cards and still be doing them together very quickly. Okay, so if I did have this, and then I am going to do this. And I was actually thinking what I would do is use some of this. So see, I set it out, but I didn't get any further than that. I'm thinking about doing that circle thing that we do. Let's try this. And now I will cut that. So I will do this. I do this, and then I switch it like that. So it's centered in the middle. And that's okay. I'll have those things flying out up there. That will be good. And then I'm going to attach it in the middle with a glue dot. And I'll put another one next to it to just help keep it all there. I'll put one on each end. I love these words that just fit on here, and I don't remember what set it's from, but I just love this. Today is all about you. Happy birthday. But it's just so pretty. Oh, I better take those off. And we'll see how this works. Nice. I like that. Now I think I need to trim that unless I'd had it come down here. I don't know if I could play with it. Do you guys do that? Sometimes I'll come back here and then play with this and see where else I might want to stick it. Oh, I'll just stick it in there. That works. How fun is that? And I think that's just really a pretty card. And then here comes another one. We're going to do this one the same, just to look at the differences. And this one I'll only have 4 left at the moment, but again, it has a lot of foiling. Now, things like this, you can see, if you get a paper pack, a paper share, and there's 6x6s, you're only going to get 1 of this. If you do the 6x12s, you're going to get 3. But that's just how it is. You still get all these great papers to play with. So I think it's whatever fits. And I already put this part on. And then I have the same thing. So let's try this the same way and see if they come out. I know it'll come out different. I think that's part of the fun of doing this. Of course, can I find my end here? I'm making a mess. Here's somewhere in here. There is an end. Okay. Well, somewhere in there, I have a nice big knot. There. Okay. So this time I can always take some off if I want them off. So I'm going to put one up there, one down here. And again, I'm going to twist this. I like to do that because it's easier than just trying to corral all of them from the middle there. Okay. And once I put this over it, it'll help hold all that. So then again, I'll put these on the ends. I think we just have 2 more after this, so we are getting there. Take that off. But I love this little thing. You know, the cording or any of the twine works well this way too. I'm going to put this one more off to the side. And I guess I could have put that more off to the side too. But I think those are gorgeous. These would make just lovely wedding cards, Mother's Day cards. Oh, yes, I go live, Carol Ann. That's a great question. Thanks for asking. She's wondering when I go live. We go live every Monday night at 6:30, just talking about cards and sharing. This is Central Time. And every Thursday at 1, we teach something. This is a Create With Us. And if you're on my email list, you get the supplies early, the list. You can bring supplies, your own supplies, and work along with us. I also send out a new card tutorial each week. So that's perfect. But I think those are gorgeous cards. Now, this could have been done the very same way, but I just chose to make it a little different. This is the next paper. Okay, I forget some of these papers. This one is Nature's Sweetness. This is, I think, Forever Love. And I think this is Poetic Expression. No, I don't know if this is. I could be wrong on this, but it won't matter. When you get the catalog, you'll see. But look how pretty these are. And really lovely colors. I think that might be what it is. So this would look just like the others. I thought that would be a very good idea, but I wanted to change it up. So this is going to be a little, this looks, you know, they've got all those little dots in there. And this is wild wheat. I have come to really love wild wheat. And so this is the wild wheat ribbon. So I thought this will be a little less fancy and still gorgeous. So we'll put that on. Whoops. And you guys know this is the weekly challenge. Every Wednesday, we draw a name from someone who's posted their version of the weekly challenge over in the Back Porch Stampers. But the real benefit is seeing everyone else's takes on a similar idea. That worked much better when I wasn't live. And you do not need to use Stampin' Up! Papers. You can use whatever you have. This is all about just sharing ideas, because the more we see an idea used in all kinds of different ways, that's not on particularly straight. Well, but we're going to live with it. And I think it just helps us all be more creative, because you just see tons of ideas. That's the same way I teach my classes in the All Good Cards Club. We meet, and that's going to be on Tuesday, and that's the coloring one. So we meet 3 times. You get the PDFs and the videos forever. But we share a bunch of ideas, and then people have time to make them, and then we come back and we have another live. So it's always very fun. And this should be trimmed a little. Okay, now this. So when I'm thinking about this, I'm going to put it on here because I think it needs it, which is going to make this a bulky card. What I would do instead, so maybe I'll change it. I will cut this down and put this on the side so it's more down at this level. And then I think if I turned it inside down, it wouldn't need extra postage. Hopefully that makes sense. So I think I'll wait on that and try to fix that. And then our last one. Yeah, creativity is contagious. I love that, Carolyn. It's a good way of putting it. Then our last one is the Meandering Meadows. Now, this is online now, so I know some of you have this, but I also thought it's still a newer paper, so I wanted to show it. It just has so many gorgeous papers in here, and then fun backgrounds. And I thought this made just such an elegant sympathy card. Notice I have that same shape, which I am just loving. But this with sincere sympathy just fits. And I thought I really like the just the lovely setting. And then again, this one, sincere sympathy. I'm just going to put that right there. And then this one, we might want to use some of the purple dyes again. So you guys, that's it. This was a ton of cards. I have a few questions for you. I love to know what your favorites are. And then I love to see what your ideas are going to be. So have fun. Well, we'll miss Tim for the rest. He's not here to say goodbye, but thanks for spending this time with us. Let me know if you have any questions. Oh, and of course, there is a link to get catalogs from me too. So that's okay. And I'm going to go back. I absolutely love seeing the idea of what papers are going to be most exciting and what kinds of papers. So thanks you all for spending this time with us, and have a wonderful week.